Right now, it is the second date update between Natalie and Ryan, who is not getting back to Natalie since their date this weekend.
I know, this is kind of soon.
Yeah, but we do have Ryan on the phone. Let's bring him on. Ryan, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for coming on with us, man. We heard about a date you went on just a couple days ago. And this is usually we talk to people about dates they go on like, a week ago or something like that. But we heard about this date you went on with this girl, Natalie, and she said she had a great time with you, wants to see you again, is trying to set up another date with you, but hasn't had any luck doing that. And we were just going to see if maybe we could help out and kind of facilitate that for her. Would you be willing to maybe see her again? Because she had a great time.
Yeah, probably not. I know it's only been a few days, but I've had that much time to think about it. And it was just, it wasn't a good date. And she just seemed a little high maintenance for me. She kept complaining all the time.
Okay.
That was quick.
So that's Natalie.
Yeah, Natalie's on the phone with us too, Ryan. Sorry, we didn't tell you that. But go ahead. Before we bring Natalie back on, Ryan, go ahead. Keep telling us about this date. You felt like she was high maintenance?
Yeah, I mean, she kept complaining to the waiter, asking to move tables. She was like saying there was ants everywhere. But I barely saw anything, maybe one or two ants. And we were sitting outside in Florida. Like, I don't know what she expected, but it's not a big deal. And she made it like this huge thing. She didn't even eat any of the food after we got the waiter to move tables. Like, he had a busy section. Like, it was such a thing that I don't know. I didn't really feel it.
I mean, ants. I mean, I probably would want to move tables too. So once you move tables, the date didn't get any better?
Sure. No. Like I said, she didn't even eat. She gave the waiter, like, attitude. Like, it was just all, like, she's pretty.
Oh, my
and
God.
like, before the ants,
Oh, my God.
it was great. But it was just too much. Like, I barely saw one or two ants. And like I said, we're outside in Florida. Like, you're going to have some bugs. Like, there are birds. One of the tables next to us had, like, bird poop on, like, their table.
Sounds like a nice place to check it too.
But I mean, like, it happens. The waiter came, cleaned it up, apologized, and they were fine. It's not like they asked to move tables and made a whole big deal about it.
It's just kind of you felt like she made a scene a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like why would I want to eat? I can't believe you're saying I'm high maintenance. Why would I want to eat my food when there's ants crawling all over me? Who would want to eat ants all over their food? Like, I'm not on a episode of Survivor here. Like, I mean, I wanted to go out on a nice date,
a little bit much.
and now I got ants in my food.
Like I said, I didn't see any ants in your food. There were a couple, of course, but they were outside. I don't know.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. And I wasn't rude to the waiter. I just let him know that there's ants everywhere. Maybe they should do some, like, spraying or something prior to having people out there.
He's not in charge of, like, pest control. Like, it wasn't his.
Who is?
He did what he could. He had
They like to do something.
He got a table that wasn't even being used and got it for us. You made his whole, like, 45-hour that we were there, like, it was miserable for the dude.
Oh, well, it was miserable for me, too, because that ant's crawling all over me.
Okay.
Why don't you guys just go inside?
Then we would have had to move twice. Like, we were in the middle of a meal. Our stuff got cold. Like, it would have been, it's too much. It's too much. For a first date, like, I don't know.
All right, you're calling her high maintenance for this, and I mean, I could see how someone would be annoyed if they felt like they had ants on them or whatever. Was there another reason that you're calling her high maintenance, or is this it?
It wasn't the only thing she was complaining about. Like, it was everything. It was just too much for a first date anyway.
Okay. So is this going to keep you from going on another date with her?
Why don't you just go to another place that doesn't have ants?
She's not going to be pleased. Is the kind of vibe I get.
Okay. All right, Natalie. Well, you heard what Ryan had to say. I guess it just was a little too much for him. I mean, I don't really know what to say about that, but he doesn't want to go on another date, and that's kind of his answer.
Well, that's fine because, if he's not willing to compromise, then that's a pretty good sign right there that I shouldn't either.
Okay.
There you go. We got our
there you
answer.
Go. All right, Natalie, thanks for reaching out to us today. Ryan, thanks for your time. You guys have a great day, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I don't blame her. I mean, think about it. You're trying to eat your meal and there's ants all over the place. I mean, I know you can't help it because it's Florida, But I wouldn't want to be sitting there trying to eat my dinner.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, I agree with that.
Yeah,
but it depends on how she acted. Though, like, how did she talk to the waiter? How did she respond to it? Like, get me out of here. Or was it like, hey, do you think we can move tables?
Yeah.
To a better spot?
That's true.
It's how
I
she
get
said
it, yeah.
But we weren't there, so we'll never know. All right, coming up, we have your Dan and Shay tickets at 7:40.